How are you? It's Cloudy. Go back to the channel. You can check out my past videos. Make sure you check out my past videos, man. Let me know if y'all want me to drop videos a lot quicker, bro. Because the reason why I've been dropping them a lot slower is to make sure y'all actually see my videos. I feel like sometimes y'all may not see them until a few days later from the day that I uploaded it. You know what I'm saying? I know sometimes YouTube be doing that, or depending on where you at, you might get it a little later or whatever the case is. But today, we got a good video, you know what I'm saying? This is something I'm actually very interested in because I ain't know that most of these mutants had a second state. You know what I'm saying? This is a video from Cosmicology in the Explainer Cosmics. All mutants' secondary mutations explained.
Some mutants develop secondary mutations years after their initial abilities manifest, gaining entirely new powers that fundamentally change who they are. Emma Frost went from telepath to living diamond. Beast transformed from agile acrobat to blue
people in Marvel got
Angel lost his feathered wings and gained metal ones that could kill. These weren't power boosts or evolutions. They were completely new mutations layered on top of the original, sometimes triggered by trauma, sometimes by puberty, and sometimes for no reason anyone could explain.
Right,
these are mutants with secondary mutations, and they're all canon. 1. Emma Frost, Diamond Form. Emma Frost's primary mutation was telepathy, one of the most powerful psychic abilities on Earth. She could read minds, control thoughts, and manipulate memories with precision that rivaled Professor X. But new X-Men number 115, August 2001, by Grant Morrison.
Let me know in the comments, bro, what other characters can rival Professor X, bro? Because in my head, bro, I'm thinking Professor X is like the strongest motherfucker out there. You know what I'm saying? He can find people, bro. Damn near every movie I've seen this nigga roll his wheelchair up to a little thing and just find everybody on the planet. That's a powerful power, you know what I'm saying? Because then at that point, all you gotta have is a couple of goons, you know what I'm saying? And he had that.
Frank Whitley revealed her secondary mutation,
not gonna get away
the ability to transform her entire body into organic diamond. The secondary mutation manifested during the destruction of Genosha. New X-Men number 115 showed 16 million mutants being slaughtered by Sentinels. Emma was teaching a class when the attack began. She saw her students murdered in front of her. Emma's body
16 million, bro? This is why I'm like, bro, how has the X-Men not ran into none of the people in Marvel? Well, I'm gonna cut that out. How has none of the X-Men run into nobody else? You know what I'm saying? Like Spider-Man and all, like, bro, it don't make sense. I feel like they don't, like, bro. Even if they are on a different universe, how on their universe is there no other superheroes? Like, is Miles Morales in their universe? Like, you know, it's like, why don't they have a Spider-Man, a Fantastic Four, Iron Man? Like, can someone explain that to me?
Transformed into Diamond Form for the first time. The transformation saved her life. The Sentinel blasts that vaporized everyone around her couldn't penetrate her crystalline skin. The Diamond Form granted superhuman durability and strength. Emma became nearly indestructible, able to survive impacts that would kill normal mutants. Her crystalline body...
Hold on. I saw some... It said, where were the Avengers? Oh, shit. This is what I'm saying, bro. Where were they? Yeah, she actually do gotta, you know what I'm saying? Does she ever, in the comics, bro, does she ever fight the Avengers, bro? Because just based off of this, I'm thinking she might just be like, hey, this is the Avengers' fault. They could have came and saved us, you know?
Able to survive impacts that would kill normal
Where were you when our babies were burning?
Body could
all my students, don't make me look.
Stand bullets.
I feel you, you know what I'm saying? That's survivor's guilt,
extreme temperatures. But
who all died here? Like, what kids died?
Limitation. She couldn't use telepathy while in diamond form. The organic diamond blocked psionic energy completely. Emma had to choose between mental power and physical invulnerability. She couldn't have both simultaneously. Astonishing X-Men numbers 1 to 24, 2004 to 2008, by Joss Whedon showed Emma mastering the ability to switch between forms rapidly. In combat, She'd shift to
Damn,
diamond
so
when
she don't even
attacked
have no
physically,
cooldown.
then revert to
Mm.
flesh to use telepathy. The constant switching required incredible focus. The psychological impact was significant. Emma had defined herself
She
through her
lost her
telepathy
arm
for
too?
decades. Being forced to abandon it periodically felt like losing part of her identity. The diamond form was powerful, but isolating, cutting her off from the mental connections that had always been her strength. X-Men Phoenix. Warsaw.
Damn, so when she in her diamond form, she can't use her telepathy power, but she can block people that have telepathy powers. You know what I'm saying? And I guess her having that telepathy power was her way of like connecting with people because she can feel people's emotions and shit. Probably, you know what I'm saying? But when she went into her diamond form, it was like everything was quiet, which is something she ain't used to. You know what I'm saying? So I wonder if like things like that, like I wonder if people's second mutation made them into a villain. You know what I'm saying? Like due to like if it made them more rabid or something. You know what I mean? Like I wonder if the second mutation did it turn some of these heroes into villains. Y'all let me know in the comments.
Number 1 to 5.
We need a movie on all these comics,
Revealed that
bro.
Emma's
Not gonna
diamond
lie, bro.
form
We need somebody
evolved
to
from her
put some
survival instinct. The trauma
They
of
could be
demotion
animated movies,
triggered
bro.
a latent defensive mutation that had been dormant her entire life. Emma's secondary mutation was defensive. Our next mutant's secondary mutation
All right, next
turned
up.
him into something inhuman. 2. Beast.
two,
Fur
Beast.
transformation. Hank McCoy.
Bro, I've always wondered if he can go back into his human form, bro. Because I know when he was younger, you know what I'm saying? I think it was X-Men First Class, bro. You seen him as a human and then turn into the Beast. I'm thinking like that was his power, like being able to shapeshift into the Beast, you know what I'm saying? And then at a certain point, he just stayed the Beast. You know what I'm saying? I guess I'm thinking to myself, like, did he get stuck in that transformation? Because I'm not thinking that's a second mutation. I'm thinking this nigga is stuck. You know what I'm saying? He kept doing it too much. That ain't no second mutation, nigga. That he's stuck. You know what I'm saying? He's stuck. Cause I remember in one of the X-Men movies, there was like a little boy, a bald-headed white boy. You know what I'm saying? That's his description, bro. I'm not being racist. That's his description, bro. A bald-headed white boy, right? I guess he had powers to like nullify people's powers. You know what I'm saying? I remember he touched the Beast's hand, and for the Beast was looking at his hand like, bro, he made me human for the first time. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like he had that face, like, bro, I ain't never seen my human hand. I forgot what color I was.
Mutation gave him enhanced strength, agility, and oversized hands and feet. He looked mostly human aside from his proportions. X-Men number 1,
Where did he
September
come from?
1963, by Stan Lee and Jack Kirby, introduced him as the team's acrobat and scientist. Amazing Adventures, number 11, March
Is he gonna tell us, like,
1972,
where he was
by
born
Jerry
and all?
Conway and Tom Sutton, changed everything. Hank was working at the Brand Corporation, researching
Okay.
mutation genetics. He discovered a serum that could activate latent mutations. Hank tested the serum on himself without proper trials. The transformation
Don't this sound like some hoax, bro? Because ain't in the like one of the first Hulk movies, didn't he try some shit and then he hit himself with it? I think it was the dad who did it, and then that's how his son ended up. You know what I'm saying? Also, the same thing with I believe it was I forgot what the movie was called. This might actually be what the movie's called, but it was Mr. Manhattan, the blue nigga. What's up with these scientists, bro? What's up, bro? Y'all need to chill out. Y'all need to chill out in these labs, bro. Y'all need to chill out in these. Y'all are not Dexter, bro.
Horrifying.
All these scientists
His body
keep turning
erupted
in,
with
man.
gray
This
fur.
is crazy.
His face elongated into something ape-like. His already large hands and feet grew even more massive. The change was supposed to be temporary. It wasn't. Within hours, the transformation became permanent. Hank McCoy was trapped in a bestial body that marked him as obviously mutant. Amazing.
So is X-Men First Class, does that not count? Because in that one, bro, he was able to control his beast form. Now y'all got me confused, bro. Is X-Men First Class not canon? Or maybe it became permanent and then later on he was able to control it, go in and out. Or maybe he was like giving himself a serum or something like that to where he was able to control it for a certain amount of hours. Y'all let me know, bro, because now I'm confused.
Adventures. Numbers 12 to 13. 1972. showed Hank's horror at his new appearance.
definitely doing a part
He couldn't
one
go out in public without causing
Let me
panic.
know if y'all
His
want.
girlfriend
I
left
might
him.
give it to
His
y'all.
normal life ended. The secondary mutation continued evolving. Amazing Adventures, number 15,
Who the
1972,
hell is
showed his
that?
fur changing from gray to blue. His features became more feline than ape-like. His already enhanced
So let's start off
strength
as gray.
increased exponentially. X Factor number 33, October 1988,
Yeah,
showed
that nigga
another
big,
transformation. During the Mutant Massacre storyline, Beast's body
USAA Classic
shifted
checking
again.
was
He became more lion-like, with a pronounced muzzle and sharper claws. New X-Men number 114, July 2001, by Grant Morrison showed yet another evolution. Beast transformed into a more feline appearance, with blue fur covering his entire
So how many mutations, bro? Bro got like 6-7 mutations, bro. God damn.
body. He looked less human than ever before. Each transformation increased his physical capability,
So X-Men First
but
Class
pushed
don't
him
count.
further from humanity. His genius-level intellect remained, but his appearance made people treat him as a monster rather than a scientist. Astonishing X-Men numbers 1 to 6, 2004, by Joss Whedon explored Beast's psychological struggle with his appearance. He taught literature and science, but students feared him. His brilliant mind was overshadowed by his monstrous body. The tragedy of Beast's secondary mutation was that he caused it himself. His scientific curiosity and willingness to experiment on himself
See, bro, I'm not gonna lie, bro. I'm surprised Beast didn't turn into a villain due to the fact that everybody was already scared of him. You know what I'm saying? Because I know, like, some villains be like, bro, you scared of me? I might as well really show you what to be scared about, bro. I think he probably would have been a dope villain, especially as smart as he is. He probably would have been a dope ass villain, bro. No cap. He probably would have been a dope ass villain. No cap, bro. Is there any comics to where, like, he's a villainous, bro? I'm telling you, when Cloudyville grow big, bro, y'all gotta, one of these days, y'all gotta send me some comic books, bro, because I'm gonna read some of these, bro, because I know some of these comics ain't gonna never turn into movies or TV shows or anything like that, even though I feel like a lot of them should be turned into animated TV shows or movies, but, you know, can't have everything.
formed him from someone who could pass as human into someone who would never be accepted in human society. Beast's secondary mutation isolated him. Our next mutant's secondary mutation gave him the power to save or destroy. 3. Iceman, true ice form. Bobby Drake's primary mutation
This is the one I want to see, bro. We need an Iceman movie or TV show, bro. Live action. We need a dedicated movie or TV show, bro. And video game. I want all three. And I don't care if I'm asking for too much, bro. I'm still asking, bro. You know what I'm saying? We need, bro. Iceman is one of my favorite characters. For one, when it comes to, like, elemental powers, bro, I love water. You know what I'm saying? My favorite Greek god, bro, is Poseidon because of his water powers and he's the god of the sea. Bro. Let's see, man.
allowed him to create Ice and Cold. X-Men number 1, September 1963, introduced him covering his body in snow and ice, but underneath, he was still flesh and blood. Uncanny X-Men number 314, July 1994, by Scott Lobdell and Joe Madureira, revealed Bobby's secondary mutation when Emma Frost took control of his body during a training session. Emma forced Bobby's body
trained
to
him?
transform completely into organic ice. Not ice covered,
Hey, shout out to Emma, bro.
but his entire body becoming living ice. Molecules
Bro,
of
we
frozen
gotta
water held
gotta
together
see
by
this live action.
his mutant power.
Bro, can he, like, now I got a question, bro. Can he turn into different, like, shapes and stuff? Because he controlled the ice and stuff, you know. Can he turn into, because I'm seeing here in the comments, bro, he looks like a buffer version of himself. So I'm guessing he could turn into, like, different shapes and forms of himself too, bro. That's right, man. This shit hard, bro. This is like having, bro, how did I forget his name, bro? Y'all know old boy from Mortal Kombat, bro. That's like having him in Marvel, bro. Real talk, bro. We gotta see more of Bobby.
Functioning as
We gotta
organs,
see more of Bobby, bro.
muscles, and nerves. Bobby's mind was blown. He'd been limiting himself for years, creating ice armor when he could have been transforming
He would
completely.
have been a dope villain.
Emma revealed he was Omega level, but had been holding back psychologically. X-Men numbers 40 to
Shout out to
44,
Emma, bro.
1995, showed Bobby learning to control his true ice form. He discovered he could shatter into pieces and reform himself anywhere there was
Bro,
motion.
that
He
nah.
could
See,
disperse
that's
into
OP,
vapor
bro.
and
We gotta see that.
reconstitute miles away. The secondary mutation made him functionally immortal. Bobby couldn't die while in ice form because he had no vital organs to damage. He could survive being shattered, melted,
Did he have
or
any type of
vaporized,
cooldown?
as long as he could pull himself
this
back
form?
together. Uncanny X-Men number 391 to 393,
I gotta watch a show on
2001,
Iceman, bro.
demonstrated the full extent of Bobby's secondary powers. He existed simultaneously.
This nigga make a shadow clone, bro. Bobby, bro, we gotta get a Bobby movie, bro. We gotta get a Bobby Iceman movie, bro. Bro just created the ice clone, ice shadow clone, bro. We gotta see this, bro. We gotta see a movie where he's born, he grows up, learn he has ice powers, he meets Emma. Oh, bro, we gotta see all that. I will be invested, bro. When I make it, bro, if y'all don't make the movie, bro, I will put my own money into this movie, bro. I want to see it. I want to see it, bro.
As multiple ice
Oh,
forms
man,
across
give
the
it to
city.
us.
His consciousness spread through moisture in the air, allowing him to be everywhere at once. But the power terrified him. Bobby realized
Terrified him
that
a
if
lot.
he fully embraced his ice form, he might lose his humanity entirely. He could
It might
become
turn
a
evil.
living glacier with Bobby Drake's memories, but no human emotions or connections. Amazing X-Men numbers 16 to 19, 2015, by Cullen Bunn, showed Bobby pushing his limits. He created ice structures the size of buildings, froze entire armies instantly, became a living embodiment of absolute zero temperatures. The psychological impact was profound.
Sub-Zero, that's his name. Sub-Zero, bro. It's like having Sub-Zero in Marvel, bro.
He had spent decades thinking of himself as the weakest X-Man. The comic
See, this is why we gotta see a movie, bro. Him thinking he's the weakest too, bro. We gotta see. We gotta see him training up, bro. I really feel like Marvel is missing out on it, cause I'm not being biased. I'm not. Shut up. I'm not being biased, bro. Having an Iceman movie, bro, would be so fire. Y'all telling me it wouldn't be, bro? The way his storyline is, bro. This shit was
who
hard.
made ice slides. Discovering
Y'all
he was
sweet,
Omega
bro.
level.
Wait, hold on. Let me fix this real quick. Let me see something. There we go. That shit was kind of weird.
Shattered his self-image. Iceman number 1 to 11, 2017 to 2018, by Cena Grace. Explored Bobby accepting his true potential while struggling with his identity. He was more powerful than he'd ever imagined, but terrified
see it,
of
bro.
losing the person he used to be. Iceman's secondary mutation unlocked godlike power. Our next mutant's secondary mutation.
We gonna end it off right there, bro, because Iceman is my guy, bro. If y'all want a part 2, leave a like, comment, subscribe, you know what I'm saying? I might give it to y'all anyway.